LeBron James and Kawhi Leonard. Two names that have been linked in the past decade. They've battled at the highest level, the highest stakes. But even off the court, these two don't like each other. We have a rivalry. What is up, dudes, Dudettes, ballers, players? It's your boy MJ. Y'all remember the time LeBron did this?
Leonard comes in and Green will.
Hi, how are you?
This is my favorite LeBron Kawhi moment. If you look at the head-to-head matchups, Kawhi actually leads 15-8, although LeBron pretty much dominates the stat categories. This year, LeBron and Kawhi are both in LA on championship favorite teams, but this rivalry started way before, almost 7 years ago, so I want to take a look at it. Drop a like for Kawhi smiling, a good 6,219. Happy New Year's, new year, bigger grind, and rest in peace to David Stern. He expanded the NBA and really made it the player-centric league it is today, so thank you. I also made a TikTok about LeBron and Kawhi, so I'm giving away a $20 gift card to someone who follows and likes that TikTok. And I want to make better content for you, so to the 89% that watch my videos that still aren't subscribed, it's the new year, so please subscribe. Also, a lot of you don't have notifications turned on to all, so just turn them on. You don't want to miss this. Right? It recently came out through the words of an Eastern Conference GM that I would say that there's mutual respect, but there's an appropriate level of fear between LeBron and Kawhi. They know each other are really talented, but there's not a lot of admiration. I don't see them going out to dinner. Around the same time, just 2 weeks ago, LeBron made his comments about load management, stating that, "Why wouldn't I play if I'm healthy? It doesn't make any sense to me."
You know, that's my obligation. My obligation is to play for my teammates, and if I'm healthy, then I'm gonna play. If coach sits me out, then I'm not healthy, and it's just that simple.
It's kind of funny since this was also LeBron a few years ago.
You're stupid.
Doc Rivers, the Clippers head coach, responded saying the Lakers' load management philosophy is, quote, "whatever LeBron says it is," and then went one step further, sort of accusing LeBron of trying to attack Kawhi, saying everybody has a reason for saying whatever they say. All this already gives off the vibes that there's something bad between LeBron and Kawhi. Let's not forget Kawhi's New Balance commercial that takes shots at LeBron when he mocked him with the crown keychain, which was part of the whole LeBron isn't king anymore thing. The commercial is literally called Reign Over LA. Kawhi is a savage! Keep in mind that LeBron is the king of passive-aggressive shots. Remember that fit out tweet in 2015 that was a reference to Kevin Love? A lot of what LeBron says is calculated. He's extremely intelligent with a good understanding of protecting his brand and businesses. So he doesn't usually come out and say any insults or attacks like Westbrook or Embiid do. Kawhi is,
I'm a fun guy,
but he's also quiet in front of the media, so it's important to dive deeper into their actions and comments to understand this rivalry even better. So let's look back before this season. Kawhi came into the league as a sort of project, so there was nothing to start off with in 2011-2012. He was developing and getting acclimated to the Spurs. Really in 2013 was when Kawhi and LeBron faced off. Again, Kawhi wasn't a superstar or anything, and LeBron was the MVP of the league. This was the third straight finals for the Heat, and also remember, this is only Kawhi's second year in the league. He's 21 years old, and his primary defensive assignment is LeBron. NANI? And LeBron started off badly? In the first 3 games of the finals, LeBron didn't even break 20 points in any of the games. 3 games into the finals, and Leonard has held LeBron to 16.7 points on 38.9% shooting from the floor and 23.1% clip from 3. This is Kawhi's second year. What? Before this series in the playoffs, LeBron was posting 26.2 points on 51.4% shooting. LeBron himself has some more stakes in these finals than normal. When LeBron made the finals in 2007, he got swept by the Spurs, and while his team was
Try!
Bron admitted that he let the Spurs dictate the way he played and settled for jump shots instead of driving to the paint. So this finals was also meant to show how far he had come, but the first 3 games weren't really a good sign of that. The Spurs went 2-1 even though the first 2 games were in Miami. This was when the world started to learn more about Kawhi. He wasn't carrying an offensive load, that fell on Manu, Parker, and Duncan, but to see LeBron struggling after possibly his best seasons created a lot of headlines involving Kawhi being named a possible LeBron stopper. LeBron would find his way and play well in the next 4 games. He would then average 31.8 points, 9.8 rebounds, and 6.8 assists. Kawhi would miss a crucial free throw in Game 6, which eventually led to one of the clutchest shots ever. LeBron didn't really say anything about Kawhi after the win, making the win more about how the Heat fought through adversity to come back. But Kawhi was known. He was the budding star. Kawhi's start was always linked with LeBron, which was further solidified in the 2014 NBA Finals. Kyle Anderson, who was Kawhi's teammate on the Spurs, said that when you had a guy like LeBron come into town, you could tell Kawhi wanted to make a name for himself and show the world he was up there with James. I would have been shocked if he went to the Lakers. I don't take him for the kind of guy who wants to play with the best. He wants to prove that he's the best. If there's anybody in the league ready to step up to LeBron, it's Kawhi. So even the robot had aspirations and emotions. Kawhi wanted to step up to LeBron, and he did. The 2014 NBA Finals is the Spurs' redemption story and the emergence of Kawhi as a star. Although Kawhi still hadn't really taken the mantle offensively in the 2013-2014 season, averaging only 12.8 points and 6.2 rebounds, the Finals would be where we saw Kawhi shine offensively in the last 3 games, averaging 23.8 points on 68.6% from the field. In these Finals, LeBron was as efficient as ever, averaging 28.2 points on 57% from the field and 52% from 3. But he only averaged 4 assists and 3.8 turnovers a game. Kawhi was instrumental in getting LeBron to give up the ball more. Only 17% of LeBron's touches when guarded by Kawhi led to shot attempts, which is way less than the 35% against all other defenders. He was pretty much a pest, making everything annoying and just a bit harder. Kawhi and the Spurs would triumph in 5 games and Kawhi would win Finals MVP. Of course, there were more circumstances with the Heat like Wade's health, but the storyline was about LeBron possibly leaving the Heat, which he did. What I find really interesting is that LeBron never gave Kawhi the proper respect he deserved for guarding him in the Finals. When asked who is the best defenders at small forward, LeBron said Durant is right up there, if not the best, and then he just added, Kawhi is up there too. Go back to those comments that the Eastern Conference GM said about there not really being admiration between the two, and it makes sense that LeBron wouldn't give Kawhi that title, even if we all saw how much Kawhi annoyed LeBron defensively. Part of LeBron may think that it's really Popovich and his schemes that mess with him in the Finals, not Kawhi's individual greatness, even if Kawhi is a 2-time Defensive Player of the Year.
Oh, come on, man.
Oh, and if you were down Kawhi's actual defense, this is a graphic of Kawhi's defense on LeBron versus other Spurs players. LeBron touches the ball less, shoots less, and drives less against Kawhi versus any other Spurs defender. Even in November of 2014, when LeBron made his return to Cleveland, he dismissed a Spurs rivalry, praised Greg Popovich and the big 3 of Manu, Parker, and Duncan, but failed to mention Kawhi at all, who was the Finals MVP, and Kawhi proceeded to hound Bron into scoring only 15 points on 35% from the field in a 2-point win for the Spurs. Just recently, Kyle Kuzma's trainer called out LeBron for not working hard. I did a little digging and it turns out that Kuzma's trainer worked with Kawhi in middle school. Why he would post that while training Kuzma? Probably clout and name, but that again comes down to these two players being competitive and in the spotlight. Kawhi also paralleled LeBron by going to the East and leading a team to the finals and eventually a championship. So essentially what this comes down to is competitive play and the fact that their legacies are linked. Kawhi has been a thorn to LeBron, and LeBron has been unable to really silence him. There is a respect between the two, but because Kawhi was called the LeBron stopper and he's actually a legitimate one at that, the two were meant to be rivals. There isn't any animosity between the two simply because Kawhi doesn't show emotions and LeBron had nothing to reciprocate to. But from the moment they met in the 2013 NBA Finals, they have acted as rivals. But what do you think? Who's winning the ship this year? Drop a like for greatness because there's a lot of greatness between LeBron and Kawhi. Turn on notifications since you don't want to miss when I upload. Follow my TikTok. You can if you want, you don't have to, just it's there. And if you're still here, you a real one, so comment LA King so I know. The Instagram shout of the day goes to Sam, and the all-day notification shout goes to Golden Lucas. Thanks for the all-day support. Make sure to hit the bell for all your notifications, and if you're not a sub, hit that subscribe button, join the all-day community for more fire content and all-day support. It's your boy MJ. We out.
Okay, just hop in my spaceship now.